So first the prime, I'm going in with the Touch and Soul No Pore Bloom Prime Essence, just to hydrate my skin because we're going to be putting on quite a bit of paint. Then I'm using the Makeup Revolution SFX Face Paint Palette. I went in with this like orange shade and I tried to mix it with white to brighten it up. That didn't really work out. It looked more yellow, so I added some red and finally got a more orange tone. So because I had some difficulties mixing this paint, what I had to do was just take this like orange shade from the palette as is, and then just add like little dabs of red throughout my face and then just blend it that way. I was having issues with this orange because it pulled kind of yellow, so that's why I'm adding the red to deepen it more, because I wanted it to be a deeper shade of orange. So next, using the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte Palette, I'm going in with the shade Peach Tea and just placing this all over my lid space, kind of setting down the paint that got onto my eyelids. And then I'm mixing Peach Cobbler and Peach Punch and buffing this all in my crease. So then going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, I'm taking the highlight shade Daydream and placing this with my finger on the inner portion of my lid. And then I'm just using that shade to highlight my whole rest of my face as well. Just all the regular places that I usually highlight. So then going into this Z palette with Makeup Geek shadows, I'm using the black shade called Corrupt and just buffing this on the outer corner of my eyes. And then just blending that in with my other blending brushes. And then I'm dragging that black up into the crease a little bit too. And then I'm just placing the black on the lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to take like a clean pencil brush and just, with nothing on it, and just kind of blend that out so it's not such a harsh line. So now taking the NYX glitter and NYX glitter glue. The glitter is in the shade Gold. I'm placing the glitter glue on top of that highlight shade on my inner lid and then placing the glitter on top of it. And then taking my brush and just kind of blending out the edges between the glitter and the shadows. And then taking this black pencil eyeliner from Urban Decay, I'm just going to tightline and line my waterline with this. So then taking this Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. This palette can be used, the shadows in here are meant for your eyes, face, and eyebrows, so that's why I'm using it for my eyebrows. I'm taking the black shade Blanks, or Aunts, however you pronounce that, who knows, and using this to fill in my eyebrows. and then setting that down with a Maybelline eyebrow gel, and now I'm just curling my lashes to prep for falsies, and the ones I went in with are the Baddington lashes in the style Monroe. So I'm just applying those. So then going back into the Makeup Revolution SFX palette, I'm taking the black paint and I'm starting to carve out the top of my pumpkin face. So I had a lot of issues with this paint. It wasn't as black as I wanted it to be, and it was a little hard to work with, and I don't know if it was just because it was paint on paint and the orange wasn't really set down or anything like that, but it was very like slippery and it was really hard to get like super like pointy edges on all this. So I tried to correct that with this Hank and Henry Slick With It Blickety Black Long Wear Liquid Eyeliner, and this wasn't really working out either for me. This was not, and I don't know if it was just because it was affected by the being applied on top of paint, but it was not anywhere near as black and pigmented as I needed it to be. So now I'm just taking more of that black paint and carving out the mouth. And then just filling that all in. And I apologize that my mirror is in the way for a lot of this. I'm still trying to figure out like a good setup with my camera and ring light and vanity. Although I do think it's gotten better since I started this. So we're almost there. Keep working with me. So I actually also took this Revlon lipstick in the shade Oinks or Onks, oh god, whatever, and just used, like, applied that on my lips because it was just a bit easier than working with the paint. So now I'm starting to draw on the, like, teeth of this, and I started using the paint and it just wasn't working out. So I took this Pretty Vulgar The Ink Blacklist Gel Eyeliner and just used that instead, and I mean, honestly, it wasn't that much better, but it was more pigmented and slightly easier to work with. So I'm also kind of just going over all the other black paint that I already put down with this gel eyeliner, just to make it blacker. So now I'm just going all throughout my face, just making these curvy, creepy little lines, just kind of doing whatever I want and try my best to make them as pointed as possible, but it was really just difficult with the products I had, just were not working out for me. And then here I'm just like going back to my forehead and trying to make that blacker and the points sharper and just clean up the edges a bit. I'm just adding like little upside down triangles underneath the center of my eyes. And then my camera stopped recording. I also used that paint to add a little nose on me. So now going in with the Makeup Revolution and Rachel Leary Ultimate Goddess palette, I'm taking the highlight shade Ultimate Goddess and highlighting in between everywhere. I had also, this didn't record, but I took the shade Morocco by Makeup Geek and just kind of went in between all those little teeth lines and on the forehead. And now I'm going in with the shade Peach Tart and just adding some more darkness and depth to the forehead. And that completes this look. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and happy Halloween!